So I had a bit of a week off, so I needed to reflect about a few things. I have all of the nuts.
平和を生み出す正義のなす
You done ch-
Alright, so the plan is to go down to York and probably get some new running shoes because mine are like screwed and they have holes in them. So we're gonna have a gander at some Asics. I've never just hopped on the train before, so we'll see what that's like.
Now you brave, you done switched up. I can feel her in my veins, in my system. I can't seem to shake her feelings, got me twisted. Every time I shoot you up, I swear I missed us. I keep on calling her phone, she know that I'm hurting, I keep getting faded. She said one day we together, right now you and tripping, you need to be patient. I know I got all my issues, I don't want a tissue, I can't even face it. I keep on running in search of what's coming, I don't even know what I'm chasing.
Baby, keep blowing my mind to the abyss. Don't be confined, break and dismiss. Don't get it twisted, cause you're enlisted right into my cavalry to the fatality.
Mind the step. Nothing drastic like as well. I just hopped on a train and did a bit of shopping. But I don't know, it was liberating just to get out of my hometown. There's something about the air's different when you go somewhere else. The people, completely different. It's a breath of fresh air, really. Even more of a breath of fresh air than this place. I think I needed the refresher though, because I think your mind can recycle a lot of garbage and just keep it trapped up here. It makes you not very creative. It's hard to get thoughts flowing. So it was just good to have that release, I suppose. Not anything drastic, like I say, but just that breath of fresh air. And I think it's an important message. I especially had to look at, if you really think about it, what were the last set of thoughts that you had? Can you even remember them? Or is it just a load of crap that you've forgotten about? Like, try to think about the next thought that you're going to have. Seriously, indulge me for 5 seconds. I know that you've somewhat done that. What you'll realise is that you can't think of anything, or you've made up some crap. I guess what I'm trying to say is, in life, you've got to have a clear direction. And I feel like, how can you even focus in and find that clear direction in one linear path when you've got all of this clutter from your everyday life? You've just got to do something to break the pattern. Break the mold, as they say. It's the only thing you can do to just clear. It's like a reset. Hello. Hello. Oh. Hi. You're funny. No. But that's why I take meditating so seriously, because a lot of people get confused. I think they confuse, or conflate is probably a better word, the idea of meditating with just deep relaxation, which it can be used for that, but the main purpose that I'm using it for is the recycling bin that we carry in our mind. It's beautiful here, by the way. The recycling bin that we carry in our mind is filled all of the time just from menial crap, really, that we carry on our day-to-day lives. And all it takes is for you to just be aware of that fact. Like, for instance, right now, are you aware of the fact that you're holding your phone? And I know that sounds silly, but can you even feel your hand on your phone? Or if you're at a desktop, are you even feeling the fact that you're sat in the chair right now? Or do you feel your feet against the floor? You're probably distracted by whatever stimulus is taking up your mind right now. And then if you even try to focus on that, because you'll realize that for a second, and then your next part of call is going to be to forget it and get wrapped up in a thought. So every single time that you do remind yourself, you're going to get distracted again by general crap that's stored in this recycling bin inside of your mind. The mistake when meditating is to think that it's a case of clearing all of that from your mind, because it doesn't work like that. So a lot of people start out by focusing on the breath, and then when they can't do that, they get brassed off, and then it actually becomes another form of distraction because it's another thought. It's a paradox. So you start to think, hang on a minute, I'm thinking about the fact that I'm thinking that I can't bloody meditate properly, and then that leads you down another path of distraction yet again. You get caught up in emotion that time, and really you just got to look at it as awareness. So right now you've become aware of the fact that yet again you've just forgotten. You can't feel yourself holding the phone or touching the floor or being inside of your own body properly, and your breath is probably all out of whack. You're probably not even taking full deep breaths, it's just shallow breathing. Just relaxed shoulders, just breathing properly. Meditating is just becoming aware of the fact that you've been distracted. And that's progress. Just because you've been distracted isn't a bad thing. The more that you become aware of the distractions, the easier it will become to focus on and just reminding yourself of the breath, of the body. The more that you get a grasp on that, the easier it becomes to make long-term decisions. I don't claim to be an expert at all of this, but I think it just grounds you, and you don't go off on tangents inside of your mind. If you're getting wrapped up in temporary garbage that your mind is recycling, you're not going to be able to make clear judgments, because you're bouncing from one thing from another, and it's almost like a feather falling through the wind. You'll find yourself doing things that aren't really aligned with an actual true purpose. Hang on a minute, I'm just going to leave this because someone will think I'm a nutcase. I'm in the middle of nowhere just talking to a camera. So, a good example of what I was talking about before is right now, this weekend, I've developed a stocks and shares analysis. It basically just pulls the API from Yahoo. And I wasn't really creating a coherent linear string of projects or planning a direction that actually made any sense. I kept flittering between idea after idea after idea without much implementation, because I was trying to create the perfect plan. It doesn't really work like that. But most of it was caused because of the recycled garbage inside of my mind that I just wasn't clearing. It's like clearing the cache in your browser. Sometimes it needs to be done. Sometimes the CSS can get muddled up when you're developing. And I feel like my life's been the same. Just a cache that's been restored that needs clearing. And all of a sudden, I can see that one direction that I need to go down. Just building a portfolio so that I can actually be taken seriously. Instead of flittering from idea to idea, thinking that I need to be the next Amazon or something daft like that. Worrying that my first project is not going to be super advanced. What does that matter? Just do. You just need speed. Speed. Time. Time is essence. So I've built my first project to stick on my portfolio so that I actually have credentials to some degree. I think it looks okay. It still needs work, but it's getting there. I can even have a look at this page. Just from one time clearing that cache, I finally have that clear direction of build small projects, get portfolio built, can actually then be taken seriously. Just stuff that makes more sense. But before I just kept bouncing around, not really knowing what to do. 1 minute I was going in hyper study mode, but I was just never going in the plan that I set out. And all it takes to do that is to just chill, ground yourself. You've probably forgotten. Remember, you're holding your phone right now. Can you even feel that? Can you even feel your feet on the floor? You've become distracted again by the recycled garbage inside of your mind. It's just as simple as peace out. I'll see you in the next video.